So let me give you the latest on the storm that's being called Frankenstorm. This is only a Category 1, but don't let that fool you. It is being described by weather experts as extremely large and extremely dangerous. It's a storm with a track and intensity that are without precedent. Do you remember the George Clooney movie, The Perfect Storm? That was actually a storm that hit the East Coast in 1991, but it wasn't a hurricane, it was just a really bad storm. I lived up in Connecticut for a while, and they still talk about the storm of 91. Now, here is the footage that was released today from a storm in 1938. This is a storm known as the Long Island Express, which killed more than 600 people. Now, I believe the reason why it killed 600 people is because they didn't have weather forecasting. Can you imagine going out today? If you were in Washington, D.C. or in New York today, you went out and it was windy, but you knew what was coming your way. They didn't back then. Wind gusts are sustained at 90 miles an hour with gusts up to 115. Hurricane force winds are extending up to 175 miles from the center of this storm. Ocean waves have been reported up to 30 feet. 11-foot waves are expected to hit land, with tropical force winds extending 520 miles from the center of the storm. So that means over 1,000 miles, doesn't it? To give you some idea, I want you to look at the hurricane. This is Hurricane Irene. You see at the very bottom of the screen there, that's Florida. That's Hurricane Irene. Now let me show you Hurricane Sandy. This takes the entire East Coast. It's almost double the size. All the way from Canada to Florida is in Sandy's path. Much of the entire Northeast is going to be affected by this storm in one way or another, and then it moves in and then back out again. The amount of rainfall expected is staggering. They say that some places it'll be like receiving 5 or 6 feet of snow in one night. In rainfall, they get 12 inches or more in a very short period of time. And of course, they say that there will be widespread power outages. And good luck getting bread, water, batteries, or any other preparation items if you aren't already prepared. In the Northeast, much of it is already gone. People panic and rush to the stores and empty the shelves. Every storm that comes, I can't help but think, if the left would just run one of their segments mocking me on emergency preparation today, I don't think I'd be the one people would be laughing at. At the Blaze, we have a guy whose name is Michael Opelka. He's a good dear friend of mine, worked for me for a very long time. He shared his preparation procedures earlier today with the Blaze webcast viewers. Here he is in his garage in Delaware, and he's showing his food insurance kit. This is amazing because it's not just one. It's just he and his wife that live in Delaware, but he has a whole bunch of preparation kits for his neighbors. He hasn't told them yet, but he knows to be good American, we have to take care of our neighbors.